A very special way that the university shows its respect and affection for an individual is by conferring an honorary degree, designated in Latin as honora causa, for the sake of honor. This is a privilege granted by the Board of Trustees after careful consideration of each candidate. This morning, we honor curator, educator, artist, and collector, Professor Gerald C. Mead, Jr. The citation will be read by the interim director and curator of exhibitions and special projects at the Castellani Art Museum of Niagara University, Mr. Michael Beam.
St. Vincent de Paul wrote, "Charity is the cement which binds communities to God and persons to one another." Today, Niagara University takes great pride in honoring an individual who has truly strengthened the bonds of our community through charity and art. Gerald Charles Mead, Jr. is a Buffalo-based artist, collector, curator, and educator. He teaches in the design department at Buffalo State College, where he received his bachelor degrees in design and psychology, and at the University at Buffalo, where he earned his Master of Fine Arts degree in Visual Studies. Originally inspired by his mother, herself an artist, and later by prominent local collectors and museum patrons, including Armand and Eleanor Castellani, Seymour Knox, and Charles Ranpenny, Professor Mead came to understand and respect the artists who have contributed to our regional cultural patrimony. Over the past 3 decades, Professor Mead has personally collected well over 1,000 works of art by artists associated in some way with Western New York. Since 2002, Professor Mead has organized more than 60 exhibitions from his collection, actively lending and donating to public institutions and hoping to inspire other collectors by his example. Professor Mead is also an artist in his own right, specializing in highly detailed small-scale collages constructed from photographic materials and found objects. His works are featured in the permanent collection of the Albright Knox Art Gallery, the Birchfield Penny Art Center, the Castellani Art Museum, and the George Eastman House and International Museum of Film and Photography in Rochester. Professor Mead's work has been supported by the New York Foundation of the Arts and the New York Council on the Arts, and he has received major awards from the Carnegie Art Center National Exhibition and Creative Quarterly Journal of Art and Design. Gerald Mead is not only a close personal friend, he is also a great friend to Niagara University. He is a member of the university's Board of Advisors, and he is a longtime supporter of the Castellani Art Museum located on our campus. Indeed, it is out of his deep admiration for Mr. and Mrs. Castellani that he recently donated 58 major works of art by national and internationally acclaimed artists, including Charles Birchfield, Nancy Dwyer, Philip Burke, and Cindy Sherman. Professor Mead's collecting is rooted in research and scholarship. Accordingly, in 2019, he established Niagara University's first endowed scholarship in art history with museum studies. He is also an inaugural member of the Castellani Art Museum Legacy Society, a newly launched plan-giving society for the Art Museum. In recognition of Gerald Mead's leadership in the Western New York artistic community and of his extraordinary generosity to the Castellani Art Museum, we are proud to bestow upon him honoris causa, the degree of Doctor of Fine Arts.